Welcome to the 2025 CDL Passenger Practice Test. This test has 60 questions to help you prepare for this test. Before we get started, don't forget to jumpstart that like button to keep this channel running. Now here is your CDL instructor to walk you through the questions.
Question 1. When road conditions are slippery, drivers should blank. A. Take back roads. B. Brake frequently. C. Pass unsafe drivers. D. Avoid passing slower moving vehicles. The correct answer is D. Avoid passing slower moving vehicles. Adverse weather conditions, such as snow or rain, may cause slippery roads that may become hazardous. Driving too fast or jerky movements may cause reduced friction between a vehicle's tires and the road surface. Drivers should avoid passing slower moving vehicles in order to maintain a safe and steady speed. Question 2. On a bus, where is it permissible to have recapped or regrooved tires? A. Anywhere except on the front wheels. B. On the front and rear wheels. C. Anywhere except on the rear wheels. D. Only on the front wheels. The correct answer is A. Anywhere except on the front wheels. Buses can have recapped or regrooved tires on any of the wheels except the front wheels. The front tires are critical for steering and stability, so they are required to have new tires for optimal safety. Question 3. It is blank to text while driving a vehicle. A. Allowed only when contacting dispatch. B. Allowed under good driving conditions. C. Acceptable during a family emergency. D. Illegal. The correct answer is D. Illegal. Texting is a distraction and a hazard while driving. It is illegal for drivers to text while operating a vehicle and puts passengers in harm's way. If there is an emergency and a driver needs to text, they should pull over to a safe location and make sure the vehicle is secure before doing so. Question 4. What should a driver do if a passenger tries to board the vehicle with a car battery? A. Make sure it is properly sealed. B. Have the passenger sit in the front of the vehicle. C. Give the passenger a hazard tag to attach to the battery. D. Refuse to allow the battery on the vehicle. The correct answer is D. Refuse to allow the battery on the vehicle. Car batteries are a Class 8 hazardous material and should never be allowed on a bus. Most hazardous materials are prohibited from buses due to the risks to health and injury. Question 5. When is it best to wear a seatbelt? A. When traveling over 25 miles per hour. B. When passengers are on board. C. At all times. D. When driving longer than 3 hours. The correct answer is C. At all times. In most states, it is required by law that all front seat drivers wear a seatbelt. During a pre-trip, drivers must make sure that their seatbelt is properly adjusted and fastened securely. Question 6. A bus driver should scan blank to blank seconds ahead. A. 12, 15. B. 6, 12. C. 4, 8. D. 10, 20. The correct answer is A. 12, 15 drivers should always be scanning ahead looking for hazards or changes in traffic patterns. Scanning 12 to 15 seconds ahead will allow a driver to see approximately 1/4 mile ahead to allow enough time to change driving patterns if needed. Question 7. The total weight of a powered unit plus its trainer plus the cargo is blank. A. Gross combination weight rating. B. Gross vehicle weight. C. Gross combination weight. D. Gross vehicle weight rating. The correct answer is C. Gross combination weight. The gross combination weight is the maximum weight allowed for both the loaded trailer and the loaded vehicle that the tow vehicle is allowed to have. This weight rating is found on the vehicle's placard and is determined by the manufacturer. Question 8. Is the following statement true or false? In buses designed to accommodate standing passengers, you have the freedom to stand anywhere you prefer? A. True. B. False. C. Not applicable. D. Partially true. The correct answer is B. False. The statement is false. While buses designed for standing passengers do allow standing, passengers are typically required to stand in designated areas to ensure safety, maintain order, and facilitate efficient boarding and alighting. Question 9. Is it accurate that a blind spot exists directly behind the driver's seat? A. True. B. False. C. Sometimes. D. Occasionally. The correct answer is A. True. Yes, a blind spot does indeed exist directly behind the driver's seat in most vehicles, including buses. This area can be challenging to see without the use of mirrors, so it's important for drivers to be cautious and use mirrors effectively to account for this blind spot. Question 10. What is the standard allowance for unsecured seats on a bus? A. 1. B. 0. C. 3. D. 2. The correct answer is B. 0. Unsecured seats pose a significant safety risk, so the requirement is that all seats in a bus must be securely fastened to prevent any possibility of them becoming dislodged during transit. Question 11. While driving at night and transitioning your headlights from high to low beam, how should you adapt your speed? A. Speed up. B. Slow down. C. Maintain the same speed. D. Stop completely. The correct answer is B. Slow down. When switching from high to low beam headlights at night, your visibility may decrease temporarily. Slowing down allows you to better adjust to the reduced visibility and react to any unexpected obstacles that may arise. Question 12. What is the recommended procedure for buses when approaching most railroad crossings? A. Increase speed to quickly cross the tracks. B. Come to a complete stop before crossing. C. Change lanes while crossing the tracks. D. Honk the horn repeatedly while crossing the tracks. The correct answer is B. Come to a complete stop before crossing. Buses are generally advised to come to a complete stop before crossing railroad tracks to ensure safety and proper visibility. This practice allows the driver to assess the situation, listen for approaching trains, and proceed only when it's safe to do so. Question 13. When passengers disembark from the bus and you wish to remind them about their belongings, when is the most suitable time to provide this reminder? A. Before coming to a complete stop. B. While the bus is still moving. C. Before starting the engine. D. After the bus has come to a complete stop. The correct answer is A. Before coming to a complete stop. To ensure passengers do not forget their belongings, it is advisable to inform them to take their items with them before the bus reaches a complete stop. This helps prevent delays during the disembarking process and ensures that no personal items are left behind on the bus. Question 14. What are some elements to examine within the interior of a bus when conducting the pre-trip inspection? A. Passenger seats and windows. B. Fuel tank and exhaust system. C. Parking brake and steering mechanism. D. Windshield wipers and exterior lights. The correct answer is C. Parking brake and steering mechanism. As part of the pre-trip inspection process, evaluating the parking brake and steering mechanism is crucial. Ensuring the proper functionality of these components guarantees the bus's ability to be securely parked and maneuvered, contributing to both passenger safety and overall road safety. Question 15. In certain cases, you might transport small arms ammunition, emergency drug shipments, or hospital supplies on a bus. The combined weight of these hazardous materials must not exceed blank pounds. A. 500 pounds. B. 250 pounds. C. 100 pounds. D. 750 pounds. The correct answer is A. 500 pounds. When transporting small arms ammunition, emergency drugs, or hospital supplies, the total weight of these hazardous materials should not surpass 500 pounds to ensure safety during transit. Question 16. Blank is the best way to keep control on a curve. A. Increasing speed before the curve and brake as you go through the curve. B. Maintaining the same speed through the curve so the vehicle leans to the right. C. Decreasing speed before the curve, accelerating slowly through the curve. D. Maintaining the same speed through the curve so the vehicle leans to the left. The correct answer is C. Decreasing speed before the curve, accelerating slowly through the curve. As a vehicle approaches a curve, the driver should move to the lane that is the opposite direction of the curve. Decreasing speed before a curve will allow the driver more control as light pressure is applied to accelerate through the curve. Question 17. What is expected of charter bus drivers? A. Explain the rules and not allow riders on the bus until departure time. B. Allow riders to board the bus as soon as they arrive. C. Offer free refreshments during the trip. D. Offer discounted tickets to local attractions. The correct answer is A. Explain the rules and not allow riders on the bus until departure time. Charter bus drivers should ensure passengers are aware of the rules and guidelines, and they should restrict boarding until the designated departure time for a smooth and organized journey. Question 18. What is the most effective way for a bus driver to prevent slowing down other traffic on the highway? A. By staying in the right lane. B. By frequently changing lanes. C. By staying in the left lane. D. By driving in the center lane. The correct answer is A. By staying in the right lane. To avoid impeding other traffic, a bus driver should primarily stay in the right lane on the highway. This allows faster-moving vehicles to pass smoothly and maintain a steady flow of traffic. Question 19. If your bus is equipped with an emergency exit door, what requirement must it fulfill? A. Be secured when the bus is moving. B. Be painted in a bright color for visibility. C. Be locked at all times for security. D. Only be used during designated drills. The correct answer is A. Be secured when the bus is moving. An emergency exit door on a bus must be properly secured while the vehicle is in motion to ensure passenger safety and prevent any accidental openings that could endanger passengers or disrupt the journey. Question 20. What are the advantages of using convex mirrors? A. Gives a wider view. B. They do not need to be inspected often. C. Makes objects appear further away. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Gives a wider view. Using convex mirrors allows a driver to view a larger area behind the vehicle. In order to prevent hitting objects, drivers must be aware that objects in a convex mirror are closer than they appear. Question 21. Which braking technique is recommended for maintaining a safe speed when driving downhill? A. Rapid and frequent brake application. B. Use the snub braking method, 5 miles per hour below safe speed. C. Fully engaging the brakes to slow down quickly. D. Pumping the brakes to keep them cool. The correct answer is B. Use the snub braking method, 5 miles per hour below safe speed. The snub braking method, where the brakes are intermittently applied to reduce speed gradually and maintain control, is advised for driving on downgrades. This technique prevents excessive heat buildup in the brakes and offers better control over the vehicle's speed. Question 22. What is the maximum number of folding aisle seats permitted in a bus that is not transporting farm workers? A. 2, B. 5, C. 0, D. 3. The correct answer is C. 0. A bus that is not carrying farm workers is not allowed to have any folding aisle seats, as per regulations. This ensures passenger safety and appropriate seating arrangements. Question 23. Be aware and blank when noticing a distracted driver. A. Keep a safe following distance. B. Speed ahead. C. Watch closely. D. Travel closely. The correct answer is A. Keep a safe following distance. When drivers are distracted, it can be dangerous to other drivers and pedestrians. A few signs of a distracted driver are speed changes, lane weaving, and slow reactions to traffic signals. Good drivers should be aware of unusual behaviors and keep a safe following distance if they feel another driver might be distracted. Question 24. You are operating a 30-foot bus on a dry highway with clear visibility. What is the minimum safe following distance in seconds that you should maintain between your bus and the vehicle ahead? A. 4. B. 3. C. 2. D. 5. The correct answer is A. 4. When driving a bus, particularly on highways, maintaining a minimum following distance of 4 seconds between your vehicle and the one in front provides ample time for reaction and stopping in case of unexpected circumstances, helping ensure the safety of all road users. Question 25. What does a driver need to do to get a passenger endorsement on their CDL? A. Pass a knowledge test on driving safely, transporting cargo, and transporting passengers. B. Pass a skills test for the class of vehicle they will be driving. C. Pass a knowledge test on air brakes if applicable. D. All the above. The correct answer is D. All the above. Drivers who want to drive a Class A, B, or C bus must obtain a passenger endorsement on their CDL. A driver will need to answer a wide range of questions regarding vehicle inspections, driving in adverse weather conditions, all aspects of transporting cargo, passenger safety, and more. Question 26. What should you do if a vehicle unexpectedly enters your lane? A. Speed up to avoid collision. B. Slow down and pull to the right as far as you safely can. Sound your horn and flash your lights. C. Maintain your speed and horn. D. Quickly switch lanes to the left. The correct answer is B. Slow down and pull to the right as far as you safely can. Sound your horn and flash your lights. In such situations, it's important to reduce speed and create as much space as possible by moving to the right side of the road. Sounding your horn and flashing your lights alert the other driver and nearby vehicles of the unexpected situation, helping to prevent potential collisions. Question 27. If a bus leans toward the outside on a banked curve, the driver's speed is blank. A. Too slow. B. Inconsistent. C. Too fast. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Too fast. All banked curves have a safe speed sign. During good weather conditions, the posted speed is appropriate for cars, but may be too fast for many buses. If a bus is traveling too fast and has good traction, it may tip over, and if it has bad traction, it may skid. Question 28. Under what circumstances is a driver prohibited from operating a vehicle according to federal regulations? A. After consuming caffeine. B. Ill or impaired, and the condition interferes with his ability to drive. C. Ill or impaired, and the condition enhances driving ability. D. After a short night's sleep. The correct answer is B. Ill or impaired, and the condition interferes with his ability to drive. Federal regulations mandate that drivers should not operate a vehicle if they are unwell or impaired, and if their condition hampers their ability to drive safely. This regulation aims to ensure road safety and prevent accidents caused by compromised driving skills. Question 29. Emergency exit doors must be blank. A. Closed when the vehicle is in motion. B. 1 foot away from baggage. C. Locked when the vehicle is parked. D. located directly behind the last passenger's seat. The correct answer is A. Closed when the vehicle is in motion. During pre-trip inspections, the driver should always make sure the emergency exit door is closed and properly sealed. Baggage should be stored at least 2 feet from all emergency exits. The emergency exit may be locked when the bus is parked, but must open easily and freely when passengers are being transported. Question 30. Is the location where you have a disruptive passenger disembark from the bus significant? A. Yes. B. No. C. Not applicable. D. Partially true. The correct answer is A. Yes. The location where a disruptive passenger is asked to leave the bus matters. It should be a safe and appropriate spot that ensures the safety of the passenger and other riders, and it should follow company policies and legal guidelines. Question 31. A 2-inch line on the floor of the bus to show passengers where they are not allowed to stand is called blank. A. Passenger free zone line. B. Standee line. C. Driver section line. D. Danger zone line. The correct answer is B. Standee line. Passengers are not allowed to stand in front of the standee line, which is located near the back of the driver's seat. Buses that allow passengers to stand are required to have a standee line or something similar. Question 32. What is the definition of the standee line on a passenger bus? A. The designated area for the driver's break time. B. The line where passengers must queue for boarding. C. A 2-inch line on the floor to the rear of the driver's seat that all passengers must stay behind while the bus is in motion. D. A special line for elderly and disabled passengers. The correct answer is C. A 2-inch line on the floor to the rear of the driver's seat that all passengers must stay behind while the bus is in motion. The standee line is a safety measure on passenger buses, marked on the floor, that indicates the area where passengers must remain behind while the bus is moving. This helps ensure the safety of both passengers and the driver, preventing interference with the driver's operation of the vehicle. Question 33. What should be done with a passenger who becomes aggressive or unruly? A. Offer them a calm explanation of their behavior. B. Engage in a heated argument to calm them down. C. Leave them alone until they calm down naturally. D. Should not be let off the bus where it would be unsafe for him or her. The correct answer is D. Should not be let off the bus where it would be unsafe for him or her. If a passenger becomes violent or disruptive, it's important not to let them off the bus in a location where their safety would be compromised. The safety of the passenger and others on the road should always be a priority. Question 34. Baggage and freight should be stored in a way that prevents damage in blank. A. Allows the driver and passengers to move freely and easily. B. Allows all emergency exits to be accessible to passengers. C. Protects the driver and passengers from injury. D. All the above. The correct answer is D. All the above. Never allow passengers to store their baggage in the aisles or doorways. All emergency exits must be free from baggage, and the driver and passengers must be able to move about the vehicle freely and safely. Question 35. Is the following statement true or false? If you are employed as an interstate carrier, you are required to fill out a written inspection report for every bus driver. A. True. B. False. C. Not applicable. D. Partially true. The correct answer is A. True. The statement is true. As an interstate carrier, you are obligated to complete a written inspection report for each bus driver as part of compliance with regulations and to ensure the safety of both drivers and passengers. Question 36. What is the appropriate action to take if a passenger intends to bring a car battery or a can of gasoline onto your bus? A. Allow them to carry the items if properly secured. B. Inform them that these items are allowed only in the luggage compartment. C. Advise them to keep the items in their lap during the journey. D. Not allow him to do so. The correct answer is D. Not allow him to do so. Car batteries and gasoline cans are considered hazardous materials due to their potential to cause fire or explosion risks. Therefore, it is crucial to prohibit passengers from bringing such items onto the bus to ensure the safety of all passengers and the vehicle. Question 37. If your bus tilts outward on a banked curve, what might be the cause? A. Driving too fast. B. Excessive braking. C. Driving too slow. D. Uneven tire pressure. The correct answer is A. Driving too fast. When your bus leans outward on a banked curve, it could indicate that you're driving too fast for the curve's banking angle. Slower speeds are necessary to maintain stability and prevent potential rollovers. Question 38. For what purpose can the interlock system for the brake and accelerator on a transit coach be utilized? A. To improve fuel efficiency. B. To help downshift. C. To engage cruise control. D. To override the engine speed limit. The correct answer is B. To help downshift. The interlock system for the brake and accelerator on a transit coach can be employed to facilitate downshifting during descents, enhancing control and aiding in managing speed. Question 39. Drivers should stop blank before an uncontrolled drawbridge. A. 100 feet. B. 25 feet. C. 50 feet. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. 50 feet. Drivers must stop 50 feet before drawbridges that do not have a signal light or traffic attendant. If the drawbridge does have an attendant or a traffic light, the driver does not have to stop, but should slow down to make sure it is safe to cross. Question 40. What leads to the off-tracking of the rear wheels? A. Smaller distance between the front and rear wheels, gentle turns and curves, slower driving speeds. B. Greater distance between the front and rear wheels, sharper turns and curves, faster driving speeds. C. Equal distance between the front and rear wheels, gradual turns and curves, moderate driving speeds. D. Reduced distance between the front and rear wheels, wide turns and curves, cautious driving speeds. The correct answer is B. Greater distance between the front and rear wheels, sharper turns and curves, faster driving speeds. Off-tracking of the rear wheels occurs due to the larger gap between the front and rear wheels in comparison to the vehicle's turning radius, resulting in the rear wheels following a slightly different path during turns. This phenomenon is more pronounced when the vehicle is taking sharper turns at higher speeds. Question 41. Under what circumstance is it acceptable to tow or push a disabled bus with riders aboard to a secure location for passenger discharge? A. Only if getting off the bus sooner would be unsafe. B. Only if riders agree to the towing or pushing. C. Regardless of the condition of the bus or traffic conditions. D. Only if the bus is on a downhill slope. The correct answer is A. Only if getting off the bus sooner would be unsafe. Towing or pushing a disabled bus with passengers should only occur when it's considered unsafe for the riders to disembark sooner. This approach helps maintain the safety of passengers while ensuring they are not exposed to potential hazards due to an immediate evacuation. Question 42. When backing up a bus, drivers should blank. A. Adjust mirrors. B. Scan area. C. Use spotter when available. D. All the above. The correct answer is D. All the above. Backing up a bus increases the chances of an accident, and drivers should avoid it when possible. At times, a driver will have to back up. When they do, they should use proper precautions to avoid an accident. Buses should always back into the area with the least amount of traffic and try to warn other drivers by beeping their horn. If possible, it is always best to use a spotter to help direct the bus backing up. Question 43. blank have the biggest effect on the amount of traction a bus will have? A. Size tires. B. Gear. C. Road conditions. D. Brand of tires. The correct answer is C. Road conditions. There are many factors that affect the amount of traction a bus will have. The biggest effect will be road conditions. In addition, other factors such as weight of vehicle, condition of tires, and balance of vehicle can all have an effect on the amount of traction a bus has. Question 44. When is the influence of winds most significant on buses? A. When coming out of tunnels. B. While driving downhill. C. When driving on straight roads. D. During sunny days. The correct answer is A. When coming out of tunnels, buses can experience sudden and powerful wind gusts as they exit tunnels, which can impact their stability and handling. This phenomenon highlights the importance of maintaining control and preparedness when encountering windy conditions in such situations. Question 45. When checking brake drums, drivers should look out for blank. A. Cracked drums. B. Pads with oil or grease on them. C. Shoes that are missing, broken, or worn dangerously thin. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Checking brake drums and pads are an important part of a pre-trip. Most times, the hood will need to be lifted to check this area behind the tires. Having cracked drums or pads with oil or grease on them, and shoes that are missing or dangerously thin could all cause brake failure. A vehicle should never be taken on the road if any of these problems are discovered. Question 46. Leaving on time, not using a cell phone, keeping the appropriate following distance are all ways to avoid blank. A. Becoming an aggressive driver. B. Getting lost. C. Arriving late. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Becoming an aggressive driver. Aggressive driving is when a driver commits a combination of driving offenses that endangers other drivers, pedestrians, passengers, or property. It may include behaviors such as tailgating, speeding, running red lights, and more. If a driver encounters an aggressive driver, they should increase the following distance and do not engage. Question 47. In what situation do you need to be aware of if you have to make a sudden swerve to avoid a collision? A. Where other vehicles are around your bus. B. In an empty parking lot. C. When your bus is stationary. D. Only when pedestrians are present. The correct answer is A. Where other vehicles are around your bus. When you need to swerve suddenly to avoid an accident, it's crucial to be mindful of the presence of other vehicles in the vicinity of your bus. This awareness helps prevent causing further collisions or endangering other road users. Question 48. When passengers are on board, under what circumstances should you avoid refueling your bus? A. At designated fueling stations. B. On a well-lit street. C. In a busy parking lot. D. Inside a closed building. The correct answer is D. Inside a closed building. Refueling your bus with passengers aboard should never occur inside a closed building. This precaution is necessary to prevent the buildup of potentially hazardous fumes and ensure the safety of passengers and drivers. Question 49. Drivers do not have to stop but must slow down and check for trains or vehicles when approaching blank. A. Streetcar crossing. B. Railroad crossing. C. Where a policeman or flagman is directing traffic. D. Both A and C. The correct answer is D. Both A and C. Even though it is not required to stop at a streetcar crossing, drivers should still travel at a slow speed and look out for any trains or vehicles. When a policeman or flagman is directing traffic, the driver should follow the directions given, drive slow, and use caution. Question 50. More than blank pounds total of allowed hazardous material and no more than blank pounds of any one class is forbidden on a vehicle with passengers. A. 1,500. B. 500, 25. C. 500, 100. D. 100, 75. The correct answer is C. 500. 100 passengers may try to board a bus unknowingly with materials that are hazardous and not labeled properly. Never allow passengers to carry on common hazardous items such as car batteries or gasoline. Question 51. Which of the following statements accurately reflects a hazard? A. Loud music playing from a nearby vehicle can be a potential distraction. B. Roadside billboards can often provide useful directions to drivers. C. Movement inside a parked car could mean that a person is about to step out of it. D. Rainy weather increases visibility and road traction. The correct answer is C. Movement inside a parked car could mean that a person is about to step out of it. The statement highlights a valid hazard where movement inside a parked car could indicate that someone is about to exit the vehicle, posing a potential risk to pedestrians and other drivers. Question 52. Many bus accidents blank. A. Occur at intersections. B. Scrape mirrors. C. Hit passing cars when pulling out from the bus stop. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. It is important for drivers to know the measurements of their vehicle and the amount of clearance that is needed. In addition to other cars and mirrors, drivers also need to be aware of poles, trees, and signs as they are pulling away from stops. Question 53. Which type of cargo is allowed to be transported on buses? A. Radioactive materials. B. Small arms ammunition labeled ORMD. C. Flammable liquids. D. Explosive fireworks. The correct answer is B. Small arms ammunition labeled ORMD. Buses are permitted to carry small arms ammunition that is properly labeled as ORMD, indicating it's a material that presents a limited hazard. This ensures safe transportation without compromising the well-being of passengers and the driver. Question 54. Which of the following actions is prohibited while operating a bus? A. Talking with riders while driving or towing a disabled vehicle. B. Checking the vehicle's rearview mirrors frequently. C. Engaging in conversations with fellow drivers. D. Using the bus's intercom system to make announcements. The correct answer is A. Talking with riders while driving or towing a disabled vehicle. It's not allowed to engage in conversations with passengers while driving or when towing a disabled vehicle, as it can divert the driver's attention from the road and potentially compromise safety. Question 55. All seats on a bus must be blank. A. In proper order. B. Evenly lined up. C. Securely fastened. D. Comfortably fit 15 people or more. The correct answer is C. Securely fastened. All seats on a bus must be securely fastened. If a seat becomes loose, it can be a hazard and cause serious injury. Seats must be fastened to the floor to prevent passengers from falling and causing injury. Question 56. Numerous buses are equipped with curved, convex, or spot mirrors. These mirrors have the ability to A. Enhance visibility only at nighttime. B. Make things seem smaller and further away than they really are. C. Make things appear larger and closer than they actually are. D. Display a distorted view of the road. The correct answer is B. Make things seem smaller and further away than they really are. Curved mirrors, often convex or spot mirrors, provide a wide-angle view but can cause objects to appear farther away and smaller than their actual size, aiding drivers in monitoring traffic around the bus. Question 57. What should you do at the conclusion of every shift? A. Leave personal belongings on the bus for convenience. B. Take all of your personal belongings, inspect the bus, and report any defects. C. Only inspect the bus if you suspect a defect. D. Inspect the bus but leave your personal belongings behind. The correct answer is B. Take all of your personal belongings, inspect the bus, and report any defects. To ensure a smooth transition between shifts and the readiness of the bus for the next driver, it's important to remove your personal items, perform a thorough bus inspection, and promptly report any issues or defects for maintenance attention. Question 58. When submitting an application for a bus driving position, you are required to disclose any motor vehicle accidents you were part of during the previous blank years. A. 1, B, 2, C, 5, D, 3. The correct answer is D, 3. During the job application process for a bus driving role, you are generally obligated to report any motor vehicle accidents you were involved in within the last 3 years. This information helps the employer assess your driving history and qualifications. Question 59. Who holds the responsibility for inspecting emergency equipment prior to driving? A. Passengers. B. Maintenance personnel. C. The driver. D. The dispatcher. The correct answer is C. The driver. It is the duty of the driver to inspect the emergency equipment before operating the bus. This practice ensures that all essential safety equipment is in proper working order in case of any emergency situations during the journey. Question 60. When operating a 40-foot bus traveling at 50 miles per hour with dry road conditions and good visibility, what is the minimum recommended safety space in front of your bus, measured in seconds? A. 2 seconds. B. 3 seconds. C. 4 seconds. D. 5 seconds. The correct answer is D. 5 seconds. In this scenario, maintaining a minimum safety space of 5 seconds between your bus and the vehicle in front ensures adequate reaction time and stopping distance, promoting safe driving practices, and preventing potential collisions.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you still need more practice, then check out these videos or click the first link in the description to get your cheat sheet, which will help you pass your CDL exam on your first try.